and there's no turning back. I've got to find a place. I have to find a place where everything can be the same. A street that I can know and places I can go where everybody knows my name. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Everybody knew my name.
Look, you go back to your mirror. Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here.
What's that?
Nothing, noise, man. Listen to what they tell you. Go home.
That's not noise. That's music. It's a parade. Mr. Marco, I've been looking for you.
Well, if it isn't that little mouse. I thought you were going home.
She's just leaving, Marco. Leave her alone.
But Paul, she came to me. Probably like all the rest, she loves me.
She's not like all the rest. Leave her alone.
Why, Paul? What did she to you?
Nothing. Jacquot, it's late. I want to get out of here.
Yes, Paul.
That's it, my children! Pep, spirit, vitality! March for Schlegel, my darlings! Thrill me with your gusto! It's no use. I work, I try. Where is it getting?
Good afternoon, mes amis.
You, what are you standing there for? You're young, you're healthy.
Welcome back from what I'm certain was the most delightful promenade. Where's Rosalie?
At the post office, like she said, Marco. Oh, it's good to be single again.
So, Rosalie is at the post office, and here am I, alone with my lunch waiting in the trailer. I guess there's nothing for me to do but to invite the princess.
Oh, no. I don't want no more trouble. Back to the trailer, your highness, before I...
If that's the way you feel, Schlegel, very well. I shall simply have to invite someone more simpatico, if you know what I mean. Someone who might like a bit of cheese, a glass of wine, some cold chicken.
Chicken?
Definitely chicken. A nice, plump, tender young bird. Senorita.
That's Spanish. He spoke Spanish.
Why, our humble hacienda lies but a few pesos down the road. Dine there with the man called Don Marco, Garcia, the Aguascaliente, y Jimenez, y Juarez. Pay no attention to this loud smile, dear. They know nothing about a man like me.
We do, Marco. She don't, but we do.
Dine with me there, fair damsel, and by your very presence turn my humble hacienda into a royal palazzo. Senorita, by a token.
Oh, my.
Wear it always, and bring back those golden days when Don Marco de Jimenez roamed the land with naught to protect him but a sword and a rose and a cape. In me you see the relic of an ornamented age. Masculine behavior wrote a grand romantic page. With every man a lover like a hero on a stage. With a sword and a rose and a cape. Where are the brave romantics who would languish for a rose? Who followed through with one hand while the other hand wrote prose? Who scaled the lady's balcony and swung upon her drapes? With a sword and a rose and a cape. They have flown like ashes. Are they re-up appear in flashes, they find themselves contrary to the mode. These aristocrats and highbrows meet with such astonished eyebrows. They inevitably wither and corrode. Are the flaming Frenchmen and the seething Viennese. In Spain today they'd hug a horse and let a Mr. Screeze. And now the male Italian just gets passionate for cheese. Are the salt and the rose and the cake. So if when I look at you I flutter like a bird. Oh, it's just that I am of the blood and woven from the cloth. Oh, of men who live to fight and duel like a lady's troth. Men with fire hair and feel the lady's grape. Leap from her balcony in glorious escape. Play upon her house to go and perpetrate a rape. Ah! Perpetrate a rape with the sword and the rose and the cake. Hey, hey, hey!
Is he in the tent? Is he in the trailer? Alone? With a friend? A nice gentleman friend? Oh, that doesn't leave much else then, does it? Ooh, dirty, low, miserable, unfaithful scum.
Rosalie, how good it is to see you. Come into my office and have a cup of coffee.
I don't want any coffee, it might make me nervous.
Now, Rosalie, don't tell me you believe what this child told you. Any fool could see she was drunk.
You're wasting your time, Schlegel. I know Marco's in that trailer and I know who he's with. That double-dealing, cobra-loving, ass-kissing Olga.
Now, Rosalie, I beg you, don't make a scene. Don't make a scene.
What have I got to make a scene about? You see this? It's a proposal of marriage from a doctor, Dr. W.G. Glass of Zurich, Switzerland. He saw me perform 3 years ago and he's been writing me once a week ever since. I've been putting him off because I thought Marco would change. Change? At 70, he'll be combing his hair over his bald spot, going out to pinch the girls, and then he'll come home to me and he'll be humming. That's to let me know he's had another little adventure. 263 times I've heard it, that same damn self-satisfied Here's to the son of a bee, tra-la. Oh, what he's doing to me, tra-la. Draining the blood from each vein. Torture, anguish, and pain. Why don't I have any brain?
Here's to the son of a bee.
He'll be humming. When I walk into that trailer, he'll be humming. He'll grin a little grin, forth a little laughter, nonchalant and casual as a bride the morning after. My innocent, my saint, my darling baby boy, batting his eyelashes like an aging Fauntleroy. I met him when I was 17, so trusting, so tempting, so 17. Half woman, half child, somewhere between. The coward he deflowered me and fled.
Here's to the miserable dog. And to his raven black curl.
Tra-la. I only live for the day. Tra-la. His hair will be thinning and gray. Tra-la. Or better than that, a toupee.
Here's to the miserable dog.
He is humming. I know what he's doing now. He's humming. Striking matches in the air to get rid of her perfume. Smoothing pillows, cleaning ashtrays, looking all around the room. Did she spill a little pen? Did she lose one of her combs? God, it's changed me from a woman to a goddamn Sherlock Holmes. I'm tired of being déclassé. He lies and he cheats, and that's not fair play. You don't treat a mistress quite that way. The dirty rat, he treats me like a wife.
Here's to the treacherous heel.
Tra-la,
And to the throb in his heart.
tra-la. Wait for it, you is too bad. Tra-la. He'll keep his teeth in a glass. Tra-la. And that throb in his heart will be gas. Ah-ha! And here's to the treacherous heel. He'll be humming. When I walk into that trailer, he'll be humming. Admiring his chin in the mirror on the shelf, smug and satisfied and blowing kisses at himself. But tonight night, I'd say at midnight with a loud and passionate cluck. He'll be after me and groaning like a strange lady. I'll see him coming. I'll walk out and shut the door and that will kill him. What's good for the gander is good for the goose. I'll get a little tight and I'll be a little loose. I won't get home till morning and I'll give him no excuse. But I'll be humming when I walk into that trailer. I'll be humming. Oh, I'll have him going crazy while I'm humming. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! I'll be humming.
Schlegel, I want you to do me a favor. A friend of mine needs a job, and I wondered if you could...
Friend, Marco.
Rosalie, I thought you were in town.
Natuurlijk nog wel eens in de show.
I got back here. What friend?
A mere child, Rosalie, a pitiful little orphan, no more than 11 or 12 years old. Hadn't eaten in days. I found her freezing outside my trailer.
In August?
She was freezing of hunger.
You keep out of this. All right, lover. Continue. She was 11 or 12 and freezing. So you invited her into the trailer and warmed her up.
I simply offered to find her a job, Rosalie. But if that upsets you, I can...
As a matter of fact, it suits me just fine. Go ahead, give her a job. There should be plenty of things she can do. We could shoot her out of a cannon.
I don't understand anything anymore. Where is she?
Waiting outside, a poor, starved mite.
Selling matches in the snow. Go on, Schlegel. Give all of Mr. Marco's friends jobs. It'll keep him from being lonely when I answer a certain letter from Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich. Z-U-R-I.
You?
Me?
Who else is you? Have you ever been in a show before?
No, sir, but...
Well, it doesn't make any difference if you are a friend of Marco. That's experience enough. Now, first you'll start out as an apprentice for 6 months, during which time you'll receive meals and lodging. Then another 6 months as a junior subordinate under the same generous terms. Then, finally, you will be hired as a full-fledged summer assistant with a salary to be mutually agreed upon by myself, should that occasion ever arise.
But I have the job?
Of course you have the job, little mouse. When Marco the Magnificent asks for anything in this carnival, it is B.F. Schlegel's greatest pleasure to see that it is done.
I live only for these moments. Now you report to the girls' trailer, you'll get the costume, we'll work the charges out later.
The truth is, little mouse, I had to get you that job. The life of an artiste is a lonely one. And when he chances to meet someone who understands, how can he let her go?
Oh, Mr. Marco, how can I ever thank you?
Don't worry, little mouse. We will figure a way.
Oh, there must be something I can do. I can cook and I can clean.
That won't be necessary, chérie. Your mere presence is thanks enough. Au revoir.
I got the job.
Mr. Schlegel gave her the job, Paul.
That'll be convenient for Marco.
Oh, Paul, she's just a kid. What could she have to do with Marco?
Open your eyes, Jacquot. See what she is. A cheap tramp chasing after that 80 stallion like all the rest of them.
She isn't. She couldn't be.
I don't want to talk about it. It's late. Let's go. Where are your things?
Paul, don't be angry with me. I haven't packed them yet. I'm not going with you.
What are you talking about, Jacquot? Of course you're coming with me.
Paul, I have been with the Carnival all of my life. I can't leave the Carnival, Paul, I can't. You would understand if you had seen it the way it was when we really played Paris, with 3 tents and more clowns than you can count, and a beautiful girl who walked on a tight rope 100 feet above a sea of flames.
That's over, Jacquot. It won't come back.
It could come back. I know it could. All we need is one good act at Paris with the man to see us. Just this morning, Paul, I find the puppets you made last spring, remember? Huh? Henry, Renardo, Marguerite, Carrot Top. They're different, Paul. People would like them as much as they do Carrot Top. Then Schlegel might move us to the main tent.
Stop it, Jacquot. It's the easiest place for what it is, the bottom of the barrel. A hiding place for all the misfits of the world. Leave it, Jacquot. Come with me, someplace else. Someplace new.
Paul, do you really think it would be different someplace else? That in some new place, you would be Paul Berthelet, the great dancer again? Because you won't, Paul. No matter where you go, not ever again.
magic, if there's magic in your life.
Volunteers.
May I have a lady in the audience,
With
please?
your ladies and a gentleman. Please
And now another lady.
We will do.
And a gentleman, please.
Darling, darling, send a hundred volunteers. Oh, I'm so happy. Please, just a minute. One more lady, please.
Another lady.
One more lady.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're so kind to volunteer. I can prove your eyes deceive you, and don't let me believe you at the velvet on the very every eye. Though it's elegant and light, I can hardly understand why you carry a bunch of fishes up in that.
Little fishies, it's a bunch of little fishies. Where'd he have them hiding at? He just gave a little pat, and from underneath her hat came little fishies.
Magic, magic, all of life is magic. Life is a surprise.
Even for your eyes, please.
True focus, world is hocus pocus. How can life be tragic if there's magic in your life? Here's a man I must admire, what impeccable attire, his cravat, Italian silk, and of the best. Need we even to inquire, he's a nobleman or squire. The gentleman should not expose his chest.
Sure, he took his shirt, and it didn't even hurt. It wasn't like he ripped it off, just went like that and flipped it off. He left the man his tie and took his shirt.
Magic, magic, all of life is magic. Life is a surprise. From the river for your eyes. Full focus, world is focus, focus. How can life be tragic if there's magic in your life? And when I meet a lady who's a mystery, one who won't communicate or chat, to help me ascertain her history, I disclose your habitat.
Did you see that?
Magic, magic, all of life is magic. Life is a surprise. How shall we be for your eyes? Turn focus, the world is hocus pocus. How can life be tragic if there's magic in your life? I'm a dame, my knees go weak, uncollectible and chic. I'm devastated by your wedding ring. But madame, is it not gauche to carry a brioche? Have a mile of sausage on her sling.